All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Good evening. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and do our presentation for our open house. And then if you have questions as we're going through, please feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions, any and all of your questions. Let me see our participant list. All right, see some people coming in. Welcome to our open house. So let's go ahead and get started. Without further ado, in this session, you will discover who we are, our vision and mission, how the program works, and also how to get started. So Epic Homeschool Network is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit organization. Our vision is to help families homeschool with confidence and clarity, and our mission is to enrich, enhance, and empower home education in the community in a nurturing Christian environment. While we are a Christian-based, faith-based organization, we welcome everyone of all faiths. So you don't have to sign a statement of faith to be a part of our organization, but just want to let you know where we come from. We bring together homeschoolers to build empowering, parent-led, individualized, and a community-driven network so that we can homeschool with confidence, clarity, and celebrate our children's achievements. I kind of want to talk about that: empowering, parent-led, individualized, and community-driven. That's what our EPIC stands for. So this is a community. We want our community to be involved. We want you to be involved. So if you join us, we want you to help us plan our events, our activities, be involved in it. So we are a network for homeschooling families who wish for our children to have diplomas recognized in the state of Georgia. That's one of the hallmarks of what we do if you do our ultimate membership plan. And we'll talk more about that as we get in the details. Our year in a review. This is about the time when I play a video that I always keep forgetting that because I copied the slide, it does not translate over like it should. My bad. Because every time I do this, I'm going to fix it and then I forget to fix it. All right, but this video kind of just gives a highlight of what we've done during the year. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull it from YouTube real quick. And while I'm pulling that video that gives us our year in review, I'll just go ahead and tell you a little bit about myself. Let you meet the team. My name is Andrea Hall. I am the founding director of Epic Homeschool Network. I started this organization in 2012. I really didn't plan to start an organization. I just wanted to find a place to homeschool my kids and was having a hard time doing it. So that's when we started. I reached out to the librarian at the South Cobb Regional Library, and we started off as South Cobb homeschoolers meeting at the library. And then from there, our vision grew. We wanted to offer more resources, more scholarships, and things for our community. So that's when we changed our name because we didn't want to just limit it to South Cobb. We wanted it to be expanded to all of Georgia. So we wanted it to be Epic. So we changed our name. And then from there, this is where we are. We kind of started, we started our classes and everything after the pandemic. All right. So that's a little bit of a history of that. I do homeschool my 3 kids. They're ages 16, 13, and 11. And so I homeschool my 3 kids. I'm going to stop share real quick. I homeschool my 3 kids. I am also a working homeschool mom. So I actually teach online. So I still teach online in addition to managing Epic and homeschooling my kids. How do I do it all? Nothing but the grace of God. But let me go ahead. Our video is now ready to review our year review. So we do college tours, that's us at SCAD. our spelling bee that we do every year. This was the Tennessee Aquarium, the African American Museum of Music. Our Children's Business Fair. Our Epic Walk Through Black History. Georgia Aquarium. Southern Bell Farm. Tennessee Aquarium, actually. That's some clips from our field day. Chick-fil-A was one of our sponsors. That's our field day that we do every year. And those are our parents. All right, so that's just a little clip so you guys can kind of see our year in review and what we've done. All right, and I shared with you a little bit about myself. Let's meet the rest of the team. So Natasha Hernandez will be our art teacher. She's also the director of the Peace Studio. So she has been amazing working with us throughout the years, and she will continue to work with us this year as our art teacher. We have Miss Tamika. I think she's on the line. She is our field trip program manager is what I like to call her, and our Little Learners program director. Her along with Kim Cosby work together to make our Little Learners program flourish. So we're happy to have Miss Tamika do that. Mr. Damon Hall, he is our Chief Personnel Officer. He handles all discipline and human resources issues. And he's also my husband. So he's also been a really great backbone to our community. If there's a discipline issue, he'll be the one to address it. So hopefully you won't have to meet him in that capacity. Yeah. And he hasn't had to meet anyone in that capacity this past year. So it's been great. Let's meet the rest of our team. Social media manager is Kim Cosby. She helps to keep our Facebook page going. Thank you, Kim. Then we have our bookkeeper, Yolanda Pugh, our treasurer, Ulrich Graham. And I just say these names so that you'll see, you might see emails from them and you know that they are with us. So that's our team. So now let me explain how our program works. It's going to be different than we've done it in the past. We're having one program this year. Our program is accredited. We are accredited as a non-traditional learning center by the Georgia Accrediting Commission. We're accredited annually, so we'll have another annual visit this year as well to keep our accreditation going. And we were granted that status in July 2022. And after this year, we should be accredited for the next 3 years. Our members, so when you join us, I want to make sure you're clear, our members choose their own curriculum, classes, and other methods of home learning. So you're the director of it. We'll give you some advice on it, but you're the director. You get to choose your own classes, curriculum, and other methods of home learning. Families enrolled in a program are provided with quarterly one-on-one homeschool coaching by a dedicated homeschool advisor, as well as access to required standardized testing for grades when you're in grades 3, 6, 9, and 12, as well as an annual report card and transcript services. So you have access to all of that. And for those who, I think some people just signed up, so we'll be scheduling your quarterly homeschool advising session. The parent or guardian must remain a teacher of record, so you must file your letter of intent to homeschool with the Georgia Department of Education by the time of enrollment and keep a record for your file. So September 1st is a deadline to file that letter of intent. You have to do it every single year, so make sure you do that if you are homeschooling. Whether you're with us or anywhere else, you need to make sure you do that. Epic Homeschool Network will support families by creating academic records for each child. It is a parent's responsibility to keep those records for a period of 3 years. We'll also keep them as well, but you want to make sure you keep them. Our program focuses on empowerment, connection. We have field trips. We have our annual yearbook. We have clubs and classes, webinars. Our first webinar, I think, is our next webinar, not our first, but our next webinar is tomorrow, where we're talking about curriculum conversations. So if you're trying to figure out what type of curriculum you're trying to use in your homeschool and want to hear some experiences from other people, come ready to share. Homeschool coaching, discount on services, like for the HSLDA membership, you have a discount on that. Testing administration, you get discounts on testing administration when we do that at the end of the year. We also offer scholarships. Now, we normally do it at the end of the year, but there were some discussion about doing it at the beginning of the year. So I need to reach out to our board of directors and circle back to that. But we offer like a material scholarship to help you get materials for your homeschool. And right now they're small, but it's still helpful, especially if you just need a little bit more in your budget to help get the materials that you need in your homeschool. And then we have our recognition, our annual award ceremony. All right, so upcoming events, you're like, okay, so what events do you have coming up? August 13th, we have our Back to Homeschool Bash, which is going to be at Cobble Park. So that's a beach party that we're doing over there. On November 4th, we have our Homeschool Science Fair. November 14th, not November 4th. February 27th, we'll have an epic walk through Black history. That's when we'll have our Black history program that we do. Kind of like a social studies fair for Black history. Then on March 27th, we'll have our children's business fair. April 24th, we have our homeschool spelling bee. May 23rd is our homeschool field day. And then June 5th is our annual awards and graduation ceremony. Now, these dates might be subject to change, but this is an idea of what we have going on for our big events. Upcoming field trips, I guess I should say field trips here. We did our movie at the park, July 25th for those who went. I just mentioned the Back to Homeschool Bash. Those dates are conflicting. I need to update the dates. That is supposed to be. Okay, I'll update that. It's correct in the Mighty Networks. Then we have August 28th, Art in the Park. On September 18th, we're doing a Noah's Ark Sanctuary, the Noah's Ark Sanctuary here in Georgia, Animal Sanctuary. That's September 18th. We're going to go to the Southern Bell Farm. We're still narrowing that date because they haven't released their fall field trip calendar yet. October 21st, Beta Club Leadership Summit. So a lot of our members are also members of Beta Club. November 14th, I mentioned the Science Fair. In November, we'll also be going to the Pickett Mill Battlefield. I'll be narrowing that date down. December 18th, we're going to the Georgia Aquarium, and all our members will get to go free. So the Georgia Aquarium is a free field trip. Then we have March 12th, the Atlanta Fed Monetary Museum. That's another free field trip. And then our annual EPIC field trip. Typically in the past, EPIC's been able to pay for the students. The parents just have to get there and pay for themselves. So this past year, we went to Tennessee. Our annual EPIC field trip for this year hasn't been decided yet, but if you're part of the membership, you'll get to help make that decision. And that would be in April during the spring break week. I think that is the week of April 1st to the 4th. So sometime during that week is what will happen. And we do have college tours. These are a list of the colleges that's been suggested, and we're narrowing down the dates for those visits. We have Georgia State University, Spelman and Morehouse, Emory University, Kennesaw State University, Auburn University, Tuskegee University are what we have on the list. So this is what we have in the works coming up for this year. This is kind of like what our school calendar looks like. Our first day of attendance starts on August 1st. And the reason why we say that, we meet virtually in the month of August. So anytime you see green, these are virtual days. So we're not really meeting in person at all. In August, we actually start meeting in person on September 3rd. But our family should start homeschooling starting in August. So you should start your homeschool August 1st. Starting with whatever curriculum program that you're planning to use. The blue are our breaks. Okay, so you'll notice after November, after Thanksgiving, we don't come back in person. We're meeting virtually, and then we take completely days off. And then for spring break, there are 2 weeks off there. I teach at an online school, and my online school has the break that first week in April, and then Cobb County has their break the second week of April. And since we're in Cobb County, we just said, okay, let's just take the 2 weeks to accommodate everyone's schedule. And then May 30th is the last day for attendance, but the last day for classes, in-person classes, would be May 13th. Any questions about what that schedule looks like before I keep going? And I've been talking a lot. Any questions? And then we'll tell you specifically what classes we'll be offering, but I kind of just want to show you the schedule. Okay. I don't see any questions in the chat. I don't know if anyone's raising their hand and I just can't see. Okay. All right, so here are the clubs that we plan to offer. We're having a Lego club that will be in person. Our gaming club will be virtual, and our gaming club will probably pick back up in the middle of August, because I know some people are going away for camp. So gaming club is virtual, Lego club is in person. Our book club will be a hybrid of in-person and virtual, mainly virtual probably. We have our yearbook club, which is virtual. We have a gardening club, which is in person on Tuesdays. Our STEAM club, which will be in person on Tuesdays. And then our National Beta Club is going to be in person every first and third Tuesday. And then we'll have a Kilometer Kids Club, which will be in person. They meet at the Lewis Suggs Memorial Park in Austell, starting September 4th. So they actually meet at the park, and registration is open for that too. And that will be on Wednesdays in person. Wednesdays virtually, earlier in the day, we are partnering with the Young CEO program, which is an amazing program. My daughter actually just finished the program, and she placed, there's an entire competition. She placed second, and with their summer program, they give a cash award for it. I'm not sure if they're going to do a cash award for the year-long program that they'll be doing with us. This program is virtual, but this is something that we're really excited about doing. This is really guiding students, like the program outcomes. They're going to form a business. They're going to have a business plan, a pitch deck, personal branding. And this is by the Urban League of Greater Atlanta. And they actually do all of that. So for youth and young adults. So they actually develop a full business with this program. So we're excited to be partnering with them Wednesdays virtually to do that. So that's for our high schoolers. All right, here's what the schedule looks like on Tuesdays. If your learners between the ages of 3 to 7, this is our Little Learners program. We have circle time, Bible study, character development, zoology, creative writing, there's snack, and then there's lunchtime. So that's pretty much what happens during our Little Learners. It's from 10:30 to 1 p.m. So the parents are really hands-on and involved in that program. Tamika, do you want to add anything to it?
Hey, I'm sorry. My parents are picking up, so I was helping and supporting. But yes, so the Little Learners, we're going to have, I don't know if you mentioned the creative writing and zoology class, but our class is really low key. We go based on, what the parents and students actually like. So I just want to let you know that some of our children have requested hatching eggs. Okay, they have requested doing the butterfly garden and all the things. So we're down, and we're definitely down for all the shenanigans, and whatever else your children want to add to that, we're down with that as well.
All right. Thank you, Tamika. Thanks for coming on and doing that. I know you got your hands full. So that'll be Tuesdays. Again, also on Tuesdays. So here is the schedule. I think the time for our beta club is actually going to shift down because I was just talking to our beta club sponsor. But typically the junior beta club will be meeting from 10:30 to 12:35. And that is our elementary and junior grades 3 to 8. During that time, our high schoolers will be doing their book club and their epic entrepreneurs. So whatever work they need to do for that young CEO camp, they'll be doing that during that time. Then we have lunch, 12:40 to 1 o'clock about. And then we have, I don't know if this was updated. We have gardening club and Lego club. That will be on the second. Well, we have gardening club and Lego club. Then we also have the art class. That would be at 2. Hold on, let me see if this is the most updated one because I know that the most updated one is on our website. So let me pull up our website. And just so you guys know, our website, if you go to epichsn.org/academy, that will take you to the academic studies program. And just to make sure, because I know I updated it on the website. I'm not sure if I went to the PowerPoint because we just recently updated the times. So let me just make sure. Yes, students bring their own lunch. We would love to have a parent though volunteer to do lunch, like to help, like, because we've done like pizza, like a group pizza kind of thing. And we were thinking about having more of those options where parents pay in advance and we order a lunch, like, you know, Subway or something, but typically our kids bring their own lunch. All right, so grades 3 to 5. If your kids are in grades 3 to 5, you'll have beta club. Then you'll have lunch from 12:10 to 1. Then from 1 to 1:45 is gardening club or Lego club. 1:50 to 2:35 is art class. Yeah, that's different than what I was saying, right? 1:50. Yeah, that's different. So the website has the most updated information for sure. All right, so yeah, 1:50 to 2:35 is art class. Our assembly is our gathering together, allowing our students to practice public speaking. So every family will take a rotation with the assembly and do like a show and tell, then just sharing. So that will be like our sharing time. So assembly from 2:40 to 3:45. The 3:30 to 4 o'clock is our academic advising session by family. Pretty much we'll create a family schedule to make sure that everything's going on par with your family. So we're working that into the schedule. And then 4:05 to 5 o'clock is the STEAM team, which is our STEM club. So that's our grades 3 to 5. Grades 6 to 8 is pretty much the same thing. Yeah. Grade 6 to 8 is pretty much the same thing. Learning in the middle. And then with our high schoolers, they have the book club, the Epic Entrepreneurs, senior beta club from 1 to 3, but that's probably going to shift down, assembly, and then the STEAM team, advising and the STEAM team. All right. And then you'll see a calendar. So that's what our schedule looks like. I'll update that later. So all of this is covered under the Ultimate Family Membership Plan, okay? And you go to epichsn.org to get started. So how do you get started? Well, you go to epichsn.org/enroll and do that application there. Then you'll meet with one of our homeschool advisors, myself or Tamika Slayton, to see if the program's the right fit. If your family's approved for enrollment. The Ultimate Family Membership for new families, if you've never been a part of EPIC, it's $84.99 per month for the family, or $799.99 for the year if you pay for the year. This is up to 4 kids. So this is not per child. This is up to 4 kids. So we're really making it affordable. Existing families, if you're already a member of EPIC, then you would do the internal membership. You just need to make sure you do it online. And it's $55.99 per month for the family. Are the classes offered a la carte, or it's just the The classes, everything is together in the membership. So it's just one set price. So if you just want to come for one of the classes, that's fine, but the price is still the same. So it is it's just $84.99 for the family. Your family's assigned a dedicated homeschool advisor. A meeting is set up with the program director. We'll do the individual learning plan, review policies and procedures, assign all the forms, and set up the semester check-in time. So for a few people who are on the call, like I think Brandy's on here, we need to set up our semester check-in time because you've already kind of followed through those steps. So a few people who I'll be reaching out to after the call today to go through the next steps. All right, so review the Ultimate Family Membership Plan. You go to epichsn.org to sign up. New families, it's $84.99 per month for the family. If you're existing, it's $55.99 per month for the family. If you want to stop your membership and just start over and do the $84.99, you can do that. It is the price the same for the Little Learners Program. One price. And so whether you're little learners or high school, that's the one price. I will say this, if you're doing the Beta Club, we do have a registration that we have to send to Beta Club. So there is like an additional fee for that Beta Club and FBLA, because Beta Club's actually going to be doing FBLA too, Future Business Leaders of America. So I do know that, you know, if you're doing art for the Beta Club, if you've paid a registration fee, there's not a registration fee. Brandy, you and I need to talk because I want to make sure we're on the same page. We had a registration fee last year, but this year we just decided to roll everything into the family membership plan. Some people who have done registration fees, there's not that many, I refunded it back. But if you paid a registration fee and didn't get a refund back on that, let me know so we can talk. But no registration fee this year. It's just sign up. All right, so now the floor is really open for questions. I'm going to stop my share. All right, so I hope that was clear. If it was not clear, please let me know. Brandy, Ayana, please make sure we stay back to talk. There's some other people here I'd like to talk to. We have some members in here who are offering services and classes and clubs. So I know Dr. Shiva Quinn has a program that we want to do this year. So we are still wanting to do that. So if you didn't see the information presented here, that doesn't mean I don't want it done. It just means, you know, I was making my presentation and just kind of put in what I had already confirmed. Can you put the link? I sure can. I sure can do that. I'll put the link to sign up in the chat for sure. I'll put all of it in the chat. And to be honest, the first link, the best link, so here's the registration form. Do we need to register for this year? When you say register.
Hey, I guess my question is, do we need to re-register? So like, I registered last year. Do we re-enroll each year, or how does that work?
Yeah. All right. So thank you for saying that. So here's what happens if you're already a member of EPIC, right? You're already a member, so that registration still keeps going. Let me check something real quick. But you would have to add on the ultimate membership plan. So that's when that second part here where I said existing families. If you're existing family, you would need to do the add-on membership plan, which is a separate price. So for example, I can actually look you up real quick to see your membership. All right. All right, so you're already a member, like, so I already see a membership existing for you. So what you'll have to do is add on the $55.99. to existing membership. So the price is lower for people who are already existing to get the ultimate membership.
So that'll be the $59.99 plus the 25 that I already paid, or will you cancel the 25?
No, it doesn't cancel the 25. It's a $55.99 plus the 25 you already pay. So I don't want to do any math in my head.
Can I just set it up some kind of way that I just get one bill coming out for Epic instead of?
So the only way to do that is if you cancel the membership and start back over with the 89, with the 89, $84.99. So you would have to pay an extra $4.99 if you cancel and start back over. So that is a thing. It's going to come out at 2 different dates because, you know, you joined earlier at a different date and then you have this coming at a different date. So unfortunately, that's the only way, unless you can reach out to Mighty Networks to figure that part out. And that's something I probably can ask them about, like how to consolidate that. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Braisha. Awesome. So
I also have another question, Andrea, about the choosing the curriculum and all that stuff that you said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I know y'all, the program, your school is accredited, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like when we are, I guess the question is like when we're entering spaces that asks like, is your homeschool accredited? Are we saying yes or no since we're still doing a DOI and the things ourselves?
If you're in the ultimate family membership plan, you can say yes.
Okay. And so how do we provide proof or validation of that? How does that work?
So then that's when with our report cards, because then we would actually, so we use a program called Quick Schools to do our report. Okay. So we would create, you know, the report card and stuff for you. And then we'll have a statement at the bottom of that report card that says like the school is accredited as a non-traditional learning. And then our name is listed with the Georgia Accrediting Commission. So if they wanted to check, they can go with the Georgia Accrediting Commission and see.
Okay,
there.
So I would send my kids' grades to you and then you would create the report card?
Exactly. So there's an actual form that I send out to parents, and some parents I need to get on that they fill out and then redo the report cards from that.
Okay. I need that form. And the reason why I'm asking this question, I don't know if anyone else has come across this, but like my daughter is she's in the area. I ain't gonna say she's the age, but she's in the area to where she can start doing dual enrollment within the next year or so with Georgia. Of course, she can do it anywhere now, but I'm just saying with Georgia. And when it comes to doing dual enrollment with Georgia, if I'm saying this right, I haven't looked at it in a couple of days, but if I'm saying this right, if they're in the 10th grade, they have to meet the SAT requirements, or the ACT requirements, and they have to some other type of regulation if they're not under an accredited homeschool program.
Now you do have to be with us for a year for us to be able to do the accreditation for you. So I will say that. Okay. That's one of the rules that we have to keep our accreditation.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, yeah, because I think I've been with y'all coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Probably about a few months, shy of a year or something like that. I don't know. But either way, I'm just looking at this from the bigger overall picture. She's not there for the dual yet. I'm just trying to figure out like how is this paperwork and stuff, you know, like what does that process look like? Because I know that you guys had at one point in time, you guys were doing your own, I mean, the curriculum through Epic, right? But now today I just heard you say that we choose our own curriculum and all that. So the question comes to mind, well, then how does this become an accredited, you know, body and agency if we are choosing our own schools and all the things? And so I think you answered my question. We had to be a member of Epic for a year, and we had to submit our grades and stuff to you. And then you submit the report card, you said, through Quick Schools, and Epic is listed through Georgia's Department for Accrediting Agencies.
Yes,
That's
the
what I'm
Georgia Accrediting
understanding.
Commission. Yep.
Okay. All right, so whenever we get there, I may reach out to you. I don't know. She's wishy-washy. One day she feels like she's confident, and the next week she feels like, oh my goodness, school is so hard. So I don't know, child. We're taking it
I hear
one
you.
day a year at a time.
Who teaches the classes and the clubs? So we have a combination of parents, volunteers, teachers that we pay, which is why we're able to cut our costs down significantly. So that's why I said we are a parent-led community. So our art class is taught by a teacher, by Natasha. So she's one of our teachers that teaches that. I'm sorry, hold on a second, everyone. Save and close. So I'm just kind of going through the list of our classes so you can see who's who, so I can tell you who's who. Little Learners Co-op is Tamika Slayton and Kim Cosby are the lead, but the parents volunteer and work together to make that happen. So it really is a co-op. Our elementary, the Beta Club is done by the advisor, Melanie Scott. She's awesome. She's amazing. Global Leadership Academy. So we partner with them to do the elementary junior Beta Club. The Gardening Club is taught by one of our very own homeschoolers, Nala Washington. So she is a very mature young lady. She did it last year and she's amazing. Our Lego Club is also taught by one of our mature homeschoolers, Avion Hall. Okay, she's mine. So she'll be doing our Lego Club. Art class, like I said, is Miss Natasha Hernandez. The assembly is by our parents. Academic advising is myself and Tamika Slayton. And then our STEAM team is myself. I'm a certified math teacher. That's kind of like my passion. So I'll be doing the STEAM team. I'll also be doing the running club, the Kilometer Kids Club. And then for the high schoolers, the Senior Beta Club is Melanie Scott. The Young CEO Business Camp, the Young CEO program is with the Urban Business League of Greater Atlanta. So they'll be doing that. The first day for in-person classes is the Tuesday after Labor Day, which is September 3rd. And it's still on Tuesdays for most of them, except for the running club. And then
Quick question, Andrea, what do you guys offer online? I think I'm missing that piece.
So online, we're going to have our book club that's going to be online. The Young CEO class that we're doing is going to be online.
Okay.
Classes.
The Spanish class also online?
Spanish class will be online. We have to follow up on a Spanish class, Miss Tamika. So keep me honest on that. Our classes and trips on Tuesdays. Only classes are on Tuesdays. And then our trips are typically on Wednesdays. You might have some outliers, but we're trying to keep our trips on Wednesdays. So I think the Georgia Aquarium is on December 18th. Yep, that's a Wednesday. And then March 12th for the Federal Reserve. Yeah, that's a Wednesday. So we're trying to keep our trips on Wednesdays. All that I missed and updated on your site. Yes, everything should be updated on the site. I even put in here a Canva image. Does it work? Oh, it's working. Yeah, there it is. So if you go to epichsn.org/academy, or you'll see we have a Google site. So I can to this one. If you scroll down, you'll see that I did create like a little Canva image here. So online, the book club is online as well. The yearbook club is online. The gaming club is online. And the Spanish club is online. The Young CEO program is online. So that's what's online. And then you can see I have the schedule there as well. So I put that there.
So you said the Young CEO class is online also?
It is online.
It's just in the morning, you said?
I have to follow up with the program. So yes, while we're here, and if you're already a member of Epic, and Dr. Quinn, I know you are, I put in a link for the Young CEO Camp.
Okay.
We haven't solidified the timing of it. I have to look back at the email. Let me see. So yes,
So
it
Andrea,
is.
when I filled mine out, it asked me about several different days and several different times.
Right. So that's what I was thinking. But you did say that you're with the Epic Homeschool Network, right?
Yes, it asked you that question twice.
Okay, good. So what we're doing right now, that link that I put in if you're already a member, that link that I put in the Mighty Networks is for us to be able to solidify a day and time that works for everybody. But we were thinking about doing Wednesdays was the day that we were looking at.
What time on Wednesdays were y'all looking at or trying to do?
And that's what I'm like, I think that's what's kind of still Epic. Search my. I think we're looking at 10 a.m. to 12:30.
Ooh.
Wouldn't that conflict though with our field trips on Wednesday?
It conflicts with me, period.
What time? Yeah, now that y'all said it.
Because I'm like, it doesn't that, I mean, when we do our college tours, are we trying to do our college tours on Wednesdays too? Or did we look at Thursdays? And, so when I filled mine out, I'm going to be real with you, because I knew I was the field trip coordinator. I didn't select Wednesday at all. I put Mondays. I was cool with Mondays. I was cool with Tuesdays, because she even gave us options like from 7 to 9 p.m. Like the options were late in the evening. So
okay.
Yeah.
So Mondays Dr. Quinn, how about you? Tuesdays? Because I'm actually going to go back to her to finalize our actual date. The Young CEO Club is camp. The class is actually only for high schoolers because they are like the real deal. They actually give like real money. And I think it's going to, at least this summer they did. I'm hoping it's kind of like that for the school year, but this summer they gave them like real money. Like every week they came, and every week that they delivered on what they were supposed to do, they gave the kids a $50 gift card every week. Now, I don't know if they're going to do that during the summertime. I mean, during the school year. I know what they did during the summertime. So I'm hoping there's some kind of element to that, but they like give money, and you have like, they're not talking about, oh, let me tell me about your business idea. They actually, you're going to the Secretary of State website, you are creating the organization, and that's part of why they're giving you that money. They're like, okay, now use the money we just gave you and do your LLC or your nonprofit or your whatever entity. They have tax accountant come in, like a certified PA, a CPA, and they
Well,
come
Mondays
in.
works best for us because Tamika, you know that program we went to in Atlanta at Georgia State, the program your daughters was doing?
Yes, I raised.
I raised. And we filled out the application and did all the things, but no one, is your kid still in or is it over?
So this Monday was the last one with that, but it's been unorganized too. So
okay, because I had my kids rearrange their whole schedule to have that Monday off, so that they can, because the meeting dates was on Monday. So
correct.
So they can participate in that. So I told them that it was probably just because it was towards the end of the program, they would probably pick back up in the fall. I don't know. I was gonna send them a message out this week and see, what was the status is on that. But either way, our schedule.
That's why I kept Monday free myself.
That's why I had my kids move everything off Monday for that program, which is a business program as well. So if y'all go in a different direction, well, not so much going a different direction, but if this program does pretty much the same things that iRise was doing, I mean, Mondays is available to us for that type of
all
opportunity.
Monday, or what times on Mondays?
I would prefer Monday, before 6 o'clock, anytime before 6.
And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Not Monday 9 a.m. Tell them we're not the Monday 9 a.m. folks.
Okay, so like
we're
10
rolling
a.m.
over then.
10 a.m. between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Yes.
That's fine.
Okay, perfect. So I'll come back. I'm happy we had this conversation. All right, so that's our high schools, because we always leave the high schoolers out. Now, someone asked about the little ones. The Lego Club is definitely a club that you can do with the little ones, including the running club. That's something you can do with the little ones. Virtual clubs, I am open. So this is a community. The price is low. We're pricing it low because we want you guys to be involved. So if you have a virtual club that you'd like to do, please let us know. We have the gaming club that's virtual, and we have the virtual, the Lego club, the gaming club. The yearbook is more for high schoolers, well, middle and high school. And then book club. You work remotely? Yes, I work. So let me tell you how we make this happen, because people are like, how do you make this happen? And you teach online and you teach or whatever. We have high-speed internet at our facility. So I have my headset on. My headset is has a noise canceling headphone. And I am actually in the corner teaching while my kids are doing their classes. You can also be in your car or wherever you want to go. But yes, our facility is definitely open. Now, if you have younger kids, if your kids are in a Little Learners program, then you want to kind of see how you can structure your schedule so that there is an opportunity during the day that you're able to be hands-on, because the Little Learners is a hands-on community, but they work with you. So Tamika said she works with you. So yeah, virtual cooking would be cool. Hey, I'm game for it. That's fine. That's fine, Brandy. All right. So that's pretty much it for the meeting. Any other questions that you think might be good for the general cause, or I could just stop the recording? All right, I'm gonna go ahead.